Yeah, good afternoon, everybody. It's my pleasure to be here. Actually, in my country, it's time to sleep, so I almost sleep. I just come last night. What I arrived here is in the early morning today at my hometown time. It's about 1 o'clock. So now it's time to sleep. So I just want to share with you some of my personal experience in Africa and my story in Africa. So I hope this won't make you sleep. I went to Ghana at the year 2000 and I graduated from university at 1999. And the reason I went to Ghana is because my father went to Botswana at the year 1998. Somebody owed him money, and he went to Hong Kong, found that company, to ask for money, because it's almost the Chinese New Year. So with our culture, at the end of the year, you need to collect all the money the people owe you. So my father went to Hong Kong, found the company, asked for money. Then the company said, "Oh, sorry, your goods is with me, and your money, no, I can't give you money. If you want to get the money, follow with me, go to Botswana. Your goods is in Botswana." Then my father said, "Okay, no problem, let's go to Ghana, go to Botswana." Then, at the end of the year, my father followed with the man, went to Botswana. So when he arrived in Botswana, he found his goods in the warehouse, the shirts, packed in the warehouse. And what made my father surprised is the shirts my father sold to him is about $3 a piece. And the man is selling $12 a piece in Botswana. And he's not satisfied with the profit he's making. He said, "I can't sell these goods. Give you back." And my father is very happy. "Okay, let me take back the goods." I'm very happy because the shirts I sold to you, I make 10 cents a piece. Here you're making $10 a piece, but you are not happy. Give me back. I make $5 a piece. I'll be very happy. Then my father stayed there, sold all the shirts, and he decided to set up a factory there. That is year 1999, and by that time I graduated from university, and my dream is to be a judge, to keep justice. So the problem is, my father just graduated from primary school. He only studied 6 years. English to him is very difficult. So he stayed in Botswana and he called my brother. My brother also went to Botswana. The problem with my brother is he just graduated from secondary school. He only learned English for 2 years. He can read these 24 or 26 words. That's all. So every day they are suffering from English. And my father called me and said, "Come, stay with us." I said, "No, my dream is the justice. I want to keep the justice for the world." So he keep calling me every day, and I refuse to answer his call. I'm very happy with my life. Every day I take public bus, go to the court to working as an assistant to the judge. 2 hours to go and 2 hours back to my place to live. But I'm very happy because I think my dream would be truth. My father calling, I refused. So this took about 6 months. At the beginning of year 2000, everybody said, "You are not a good man. Your father feed you, give you education, but you refuse to help him." And my father told me, "Yes, let me forget this son. So finally I decided, because name is very important. I don't want in the future my son to do the same thing to me. Then I left the court. I went to the Botswana embassy in Beijing to apply the visa. But the magic is, after 3 months, the visa officer said, I can't decide to give you visa or not. I asked him the reason. He said, I'm still considering. And I already told my classmates, I told them I will go to Africa to start my business journey. And my classmates always invite me for lunch, for dinner, and to say goodbye to me. But after 1 week, they see me again. Then after 1 month, they see me again. They said, why you not go to Africa? You told us 2 months ago. Oh, you just want us to buy dinner for you? No, I said no. In China, it's called face. I don't want to lose my face. Then I talked to the embassy, Botswana embassy in Beijing. I said, please give me visa. I lose all my face. The visa officer said, give me some time. So finally, I found one of my friends working in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, China. He said, since you want to go to Africa, do you mind to go to anyone? I said, no. Any African country will be good for me. I want to keep my face. So finally he said, okay, I will help you. You can go to Ghana. I know Ghana ambassador. Then I went to Ghana embassy. I get the visa within 2 hours. I'm very happy. I fly back to Shanghai. Say goodbye to my classmate again. I said, I decided to go. See the visa on passport. I did it for me. It's the last time. Yeah, we had a very good celebration. Then they said, oh, you are going. So we won't waste money to buy dinner for you again. Then I take a flight with KLM. Fly to Ghana. But I don't know why I go to Ghana. I only had $700 in my pocket. But at that time, to me, $700 is a very big money. Because the living cost my father paid me for semester in the school for 6 months is only 1,200 RMB. This is $150 for 6 months. So I have $700. I think it's a very big money to me. I can start my big journey for business in Ghana. So when I arrived in Ghana, the year 2000, I think it's 18th of May, I arrived in Accra airport. Then somebody should come to the airport to pick me. I look around, everyone is black. Then, I don't know, it's my first time to go to overseas. I forgot to ask an officer in the embassy, who will come to pick me? What is the name? And I also forgot to tell him, tell the man my name. So, I asked everybody in the airport, are you coming for me? Yeah. Then people said, who are you? I said, I'm from China. Somebody should come and pick me. Then he said, no. Who will come to you? I said, no, somebody will come. So I asked almost everybody. More than 20 people. Nobody said they're coming for me. And I'm very lucky. I met an officer from IMF, African Division. He said, okay, since nobody come for you, maybe I'll come for you. Come with me, stay in the hotel, tomorrow you'll find the person. Then I followed with him, go to the hotel. And it's a good experience for me. but also it's a bad journey to me. The hotel is very expensive. $190 per night. Plus the service charge. So I spent $200 in one night. And in the morning, I think the officer helping me. I need to see something good for him. I invite him for lunch, for breakfast. When I say bill, it's another thing to me. It's more than $50. So I said, okay. Then let me forget the money. I paid. Then I decided to move a very cheap hotel. So all these kind of things, that is what I started in Africa. And my father said, I asked you to come to Botswana, but you went to Ghana. What you are thinking? No, I said, I can't get visa. And I'm in Africa now. You need to help me, or I can do something for you. Then my father said, okay, but you need to come to Botswana. So he sent one container of t-shirt to me. But the policy is, you need to pay me back the money. You owe me the money for one container. And no other money, no other cash I can give to you. So I started selling t-shirts in Ghana in year 2000. But I don't have any experience with business. I don't know how to clear goods from customs. And unfortunately, at that time, the custom duty is very high. It's more than 50%. And in my pocket, I only remain $500, less than $500. So I went to custom by myself. Then the officer told me, you can bring your goods to the custom bond warehouse. And you pay $50, you get 5-piece t-shirts. So that when you get more money, you come pick again. Yeah, I do that. I'm very enjoying that. Because the t-shirt, $3, I pay $1 the tax, I sold $10. I'm making my small money. So from Ghana, I went to Nigeria, went to Togo, went to Benin, went to Cameroon. Then at the year 2006, I joined with my father. I went to Botswana, South Africa. Until now, I have built a business in 28 African countries. The interesting story is in Africa. I think at the year 2001 or 2002, I experienced the Lagos, that the weapon warehouse bombs. I'm the only Chinese around that weapon warehouse. I think it's about 2,000, almost 2,000 people died at that time. But one Nigerian, he's my best friend. He helped me. He carried me to his house, and I'm in his car when all those bombs. The car is shaking like this. I saw some people died. I asked him, "Are you afraid?" He said, "No, never." I said, "If you're afraid, you can go. Leave myself." He said, "I will never leave you." That is a real friend to me in Nigeria. I always tell people this story, but about 4 years ago, he was killed. Yeah, at his house downstairs. Four armed robbers went to his house, killed him because he's a billionaire in Nigeria. AK-47, more than 30 bullets in his body. It's a very bad story, but I will never forget him. He helped me at that very bad situation. 5 hours at that weapon warehouse area. We almost died. And I also get the airplane crash in Nigeria. When I fly to another city from Lagos, go to Kano. When we want to take off, another plane want to take off too. So the wing of our plane break. Then the pilot said, let's stop. And this airline only have 2 planes. So we must get off, waiting for another plane come back to carry us to there. But Nigeria is very interesting. Another story I want to share with you is this morning I have shared with Mr. Patrick. Yeah. At the year 2000, December, when I decided to go to Lagos, the Ghanaian friend asked me, "You really want to go to Nigeria?" I said, "Yes." Because the people told me Nigeria everywhere is like the gold. Many business people, the people they talk business with $1 million. But then the Ghanaian told me, "No, don't go there. Everywhere is AK-47 in Nigeria." That's true. Then the landlord, the house I rent in Ghana, in Kama, the landlord, he told me, "My friend, let me send you to airport by myself, because I hope this is the last time I will see you." At early morning, at 4 o'clock, the lady drives the car, sent me to the airport in a club. At the airport, he almost crying. He said, "I wish you would come back." After 3 days, when I fly back from Lagos, she's crying. "You're back." I think the AK-47 will kill you. But why I want to tell this story is misunderstood. So, come back to the title, they said for me at this conference is China-African. There's a lot of misunderstanding between China and Africa. Since you can see between Ghana and Nigeria also have a lot of misunderstanding. So I think between China and Africa, we need to know each other more. So today we are talking about leadership for the young people. I think for the young people, need to understand. What the young people need to understand is to understand yourself, understand your country, understand what your people request now and future, to understand China, to understand what Chinese people are thinking. Then we can know each other more. The past 12 years, I try all my best to tell Chinese what a real African is. I always tell people, before you go to Africa, you're afraid. But after you went to Africa, you must love Africa. That is the truth. Many people tell the same story. When they go there, when they come back, they always tell me, it's true, Africa is different from what we see. So at the year 2000, I bring some officials from Ghana Embassy, go to my hometown, that is in east of China, called Zhejiang province. It's the most economic developed province in China. In the evening, I bring officers go to the night market. They are selling products, selling gifts. When the people see the black people come, the street blocked. Everybody looking at them. It looks they come from the moon, not from us. Everybody says, why so black? So that is the situation. That is the Chinese people know what Africa is 12 years ago. And at the same time, when I went to Lagos at the year 2000, December, when I get off from the plane at the airport, all Nigerians surround me, look at me. Say, these people, not too white, not too black. it looks like yellow. I told them, yes, I'm yellow. So that is Nigerian people. See how they know Chinese is. But now, from my hometown in Nigeria, there's more than 500. My hometown village, our city only 1 million population. And I believe there's more than 100,000 Chinese people in Nigeria now. Now in China, you can see a lot of black people. They are not looking at them again. It's very common. So I think all those things happen because of understand. So that is one point I want to see. And also the past years, I set up a forum. It's called the National China-Africa Investment Forum. So this forum I want to build is to build a platform to help Chinese to understand African, African to understand Chinese. And the last year, the forum, I brought out the topic is 21st century is the era of Africa. Because I believe this century will belong to Africa. We can see this word. European is developed. Many of the countries are already developed. American is developed. Latin American also developing fast. And South American also developed. Asia developed. Only Africa still underdeveloped. So this century need African to develop. If Africa can't develop, I believe this world will be no more peace. That is, I believe. And for the African countries, I went to many African countries. My idea is, now the African country, they want to grow. The people want to be rich. Before there's a war, there's a religion problem. But now, no matter you are at the power position or you are in opposite, both of them, they believe the country needs to grow, need to develop economic, need to make the people have a better life. And for the people, if they can't get a better life, no matter who is at the power, I think they will take away. Now the world is open. People know outside what happened in this earth. So Google can tell you in 1 second. So nowadays, I think to develop economic is the most important for African countries. So at this point, I think for young people, need to know what happened outside Africa, to learn what other countries doing. Then bring all this new management, new technology back to Africa, to grow, to develop African countries. Now, many Chinese people, they are setting up a factory in Africa. Before, we doing trading. Now we doing manufacturing. And now many Chinese companies want to do service industry. It's more advanced than manufacturing because we see Africa is growing and we want to catch the opportunity. We also want to grow together with Africa. So we bring more advanced technology, more management to Africa. That is what the Chinese is doing now. So with my company in Africa, we are setting up an airline, we are investing in banking, we are investing in education, and I believe African people will know Chinese, what China can do for them. So my company, we also set up a scholarship to help some Chinese students to study in Africa, also to help the African student to study in China. Because I believe education can change the world, education can change the future. And there's one thing make me confused. Now, in the world, more and more open. Just like United States before, we Chinese want to go to America, it's difficult to get a visa. But now I believe 90% of the Chinese can very easy to get a visa. But in Africa, now it's very difficult to get a visa to go to Africa. Can you imagine? 2 years ago, you are very easy to get a visa to go to Africa. But now, difficult. I don't know why. I talked to some leaders in Africa. They can't tell me. So who can tell me? And many countries, they change their visa system. They send back all the visa application back to home to make a decision. Especially in Southern African countries. I can't mention the name, but just now the Zimbabwe deputy minister here. So he's not here now. Yeah, his country, the visa is very difficult. They make the visa difficult. They will lose the opportunity to get investors. Not only the investors from China, also the investors from other countries. Because if the embassy can't make the decision, only the Home Affairs can make a decision. And the decision makers, he don't know the country. The embassy is based in, the embassy based in China, the officers know what China is. Then they're the right person to make a decision. But now they don't have the right to make a decision. Only send back to the home. Those officers stay at home. They don't know what China is. How they can make a correct decision? And not only one country change this system. Many countries in Africa, they change. So this will make them difficult to get investors. I think they need to consider. Another thing I want to see is my experience, my personal experience. In Africa, many people are talkative. Sorry to say that. Me, I believe action, do it. But many African people, they like talk more than action. Many of my colleagues, they said, in African, the most popular words, maybe you can say some African countries, the most popular words is tomorrow. If you talk to them, can we do it today? They say tomorrow. Are you coming? Tomorrow. How we can do? Tomorrow. So some of my business partners, I call them Mr. Tomorrow. So poor efficiency. I'm sorry to say that. By being reflected in many African countries, it's very common. So I think this needs to improve. Do it, not always talk it. We need to have brainstorm, but after brainstorm, we need to do it. And at the government of some African countries, the officers, they are more enjoyed with the procedures more than the result. Yeah, they will see these papers, you are not like correctly, go back, change again. After you change, go again. They say, oh, here you need to change again. And they said, we need to talk, we need to have a meeting. It's true. I can tell you a story. 5 years ago, I went to one North African country with a Chinese delegation. And before we went to there, we have already discussed to sign a strategic cooperation MOU. Both parties has agreed. When we go there, just needed to sign it. When we arrived there, I talked to the officer, can we sign it? He said, no, we are it's in legal department. They need to read it. Then we wait. After 1 month, after we come back, they said we're still reading it. After 1 month, I call them, we are reading it. After 5 years, I call them again, we are reading it. But now the government has been changed. So this kind of things is not happening with my experience is not only in one country. I think it's more than 2 countries. We had the same thing. So people are more enjoying with the procedures than the result. This is not absolute, but I think people need to consider. And another story is I can tell you, the past 2 years in China, I hosted more than 20 countries delegation from African countries. Very high level business and offshore delegations. So people come to China, we hold a forum to promotion the business opportunity. When we are at the forum, the officer said, we can help you. Everything will be very fast. You can register a company in 24 hours. And anything you want to ask us, we give you feedback within 24 hours. Then the Chinese companies are very excited. They are very happy. They want to go. But when the officers, when the business people, they went to back to their home, they forgot. We sent an email to them. They said, oh, sorry, tomorrow. Yeah, we are still discussing. Yeah, then the people in China, the business people, they are waiting. They call them again. They said, oh, sorry, we're on holiday. After some days, call them again. Oh, sorry, we're still negotiating. This kind of thing happen many times. So this is a very bad image. When you promise, we want you to do it. When you go back, when we want you to follow up, this can make the business going fast. This can make the country get investors, get investment. But if you are not serious, you are not only damage your personal image, also destroy your country's image. So I think this for African countries also need to improve. When you sell something, you do something. Because for us, business people, time is money. We want to do everything efficiently. So all this is my experience, my personal experience. All what I said is my personal experience. So just to share with you. Thank you very much.